very happy with this popular
Well,
president.
in fact, as I made the point last Friday at my lecture in University of the Philippines, my worst expectations could not have imagined what we have today after 100 days. And I call him Penoy because I do not want him to become, as I think his spin masters would like, for him to become the paradigm, the archetype of the Pinoy, of the Filipino. Because I think the archetype that I would want to project.
But isn't that what he wants? That's why he called himself Pinoy to begin with.
That's what he wants to define
That's
himself.
what he wants, yeah. One of the masa.
Yeah, but if...
although not possible, no? Aquino, Cojanco, hindi pwede.
Yes,
hindi pwede.
and if I want to define anybody as a Pinoy, or the Pinoy, that would be Jose Rizal. Very highly educated, dedicated to certain very high ideals.
Not identified with the masa, definitely, Jose Rizal.
Well, of course, you can argue that, but I think the point of trying to project an icon is for everybody, including the masa, to emulate. If not, let's have Chris Aquino.
Well, we were very close to that.
We're
very close to that. She just might get what she wants.
Okay, now from the very start, I think a lot of Filipinos share this. We saw him as a reluctant candidate, unprepared candidate, and he was thrust into it by circumstances that was not his making. A national leader does not become a national leader in 2-3 months' time.
Nevertheless, he has the majority vote, supposedly, even though we have questioned the process of election. We have brought it out. Mainstream media loves him. Basically, ABS-CBN. They love him to death, and it's vice versa. So he's got the media on his side, being the biggest media.
Well,
the masa love him in general, even though that we say it's possible that baka may election fraud and whatnot based on the Philippine Computer Society and many of the intellectuals and whatnot. Because he is the majority, he represents the majority, it is acceptable. Now, he is our president. Whether we're for him or we're against him, he is our sitting president. The first 100 days, you give me a grade, well, 1 to 10.
I would grade him, and this is being very liberal and very kind, 3 or maximum 4.
Where does he make a mistake?
Well, I think it's clearly accountable already. We saw the fiasco that was the hostage negotiation and rescue.
Command responsibility, because based on command responsibility, sa kanya dapat talaga, the buck ends with him.
Command responsibility, but command responsibility would have turned out pretty well for him if everything went well. He should have been able to detect the crisis point in that situation and took direct action already.
Well, the IIRC makes recommendations all the way up to Mayor Lim. The danger there, which I find really funny, is if it can go up to Mayor Lim, command responsibility can go all the way up to Malacanang.
That's right.
And that's what they don't want to recommend to that extent. Incidentally, this morning, Mayor Lim's group, the whole of Manila, the bureaucracy in Manila City Hall came out when they met the flag ceremony with black bands. So obviously we're creating a new vacuum of sorts, no? Nag-uumpisa na dyan. Now, everyone in the 13 recommended for criminal charging or filing of criminal charges, all of them negate it, and they're fighting back from the media all the way down to everyone. Versosa is probably the only one that's been quiet and magtibay.
Yeah, Versosa should be quiet, because there are bigger issues that may explode in his face, So
let's not go there. Let's not go to him. I agree. Anyway, palabas na siya. He just needs now to get a good lawyer and protect himself. So we see him trip on the siege, the bus siege. Now he came up first with his inaugural speech. The Wang Wang, as we all know, it was trivialized. After 100 days, what did we see? We saw a cabinet that is inconsistent of positions. We still have changing chairs, musical chairs going on. We've got the DLG in peril of who's going to sit. There's now a lot of talk. There might be a new person that will sit in the ILG altogether. Are you happy with what's gone on? Alam natin, kulang-kulang 5,000 chairs to be...
Precisely.
walang kulang. Tinamaan na ng ban ng election ban ng barangay, di ba? Hindi na pwede mag-appoint at this point.
Yes.
So, where do you think now media, this is supposed to be the first honeymoon days, di ba? The 100 days in media. Tingin mo ngayon, umpisahan na, or because ABS-CBN is very biased towards the president, it's going to be, he's just going to keep getting a free ride.
Yeah. Well, ABS-CBN, I don't think is a measure in all these.
It's the widest media.
It's widest, it's broadest, it's the probably #1 in surveys. I'm not sure if it's GMA7 or ABS-CBN.
Either are.
Yeah, but you should note, we should note that right after his election, several ABS-CBN field reporters and anchors suddenly became high government officials.
Yes.
No? One, of course,
si Karandang,
Karandang is there, and then, of course, Maricar Bautista is now corporate media
VP.
VP of Pagcor.
Pagcor.
So they're good people. I will not dispute.
But why not? Pero agad naman ng presidente yun. The point is, are they doing their jobs?
Well, that remains to be seen because they're just beginning their jobs. But ABS-CBN was perceived as really supportive, if not partial or both, no?
Yes.
To Penoy. And this does not look very good because then again are these favors, no? And so
pero lahat naman ng presidente natin, Herman, ganun eh. Alam mo, pag ako naging presidente, ilan ba kaibigan kaya mo? Siyempre, unahin mo mga kaklase mo.
Well,
yun ang pinakamarami mong mga kaibigan talaga. How many friends do we all have?
Well, true. Even Erap has some of his classmates like Jun Rivera, I think, and some other people.
Same thing with Ramos.
Yeah.
Same thing with Gloria. Same with everyone.
Yes.
I'm sure it's all the same. But are these people qualified technocrats that will be leading us?
Yeah, qualifications. I think is fundamental. Now, I don't see what the qualifications of Rico Puno is for the DILG post. Nobody can see that.
Marami siyang baril. Yun ang balita ko. Tsaka magaling daw mag-shooting.
Shooting.
But then that's pun intended.
But that can be a same qualification for an enforcer of the mafia. Di ba?
Tama rin yan.
But overall, from the Wangwang, it was followed by, again, during, as we were discussing, the SONA, this shock and awe, as you said, about the financial irresponsibility of the past administration. But right after that, we saw nothing of any consequence anymore. There is the Truth Commission that has been mired in controversy because the basic appointment of a head for the body already diminished its credibility before the public, and on and on and on. But the worst part is, again, we often hear them repeat this, La Sierda and the others, the president's popularity. He is willing to sacrifice it for these hard decisions. What are the hard decisions? Decisions that are not hard on the government, but hard on the people. Raising the MRT fares by removing its subsidy. That's hard on the people.
Mahirap yan.
Raising,
pero ang MRT, malalim na issue yan. I remember Reo Rosa giving me a document, a white paper on a study on the MRT. But basically, I think it was not the MRT 1, it was MRT 3, the one with Sobre Peña, the one along EDSA. Mukhang may racket.
But all of them, except LRT 1, which was really government all throughout.
Government.
MRT 2, they complain about subsidy for the riding public.
Subsidy
what about the subsidy for the so-called investors? There was guaranteed profit.
Guaranteed.
At a very, very high traffic load, which was impossible. That's why ERAP had to bring down the fare so that people
which is still being maintained.
Which still maintained. He brought it down from 35 pesos to a maximum of 20 pesos.
20 ba?
9 to 20, maximum is 20. Minimum was 9. That's why we pay an average of 13 to 15 pesos today. And he's criticized for that because they say that's subsidizing the commuters. But the fact is, when the MRT started, nobody was riding it because they were charging 35. Will you still ride it if you're...
No. Ganun na rin yun.
My children from LaSalle and from UST take the MRT and the LRT. And we're very happy with it. Some people ask, you can afford a car for them? No, this is efficient. This is fast.
Correct.
They don't get tired in the traffic. They don't get the smog in the traffic.
Mabilis
so
pa.
it's a very good one. And I keep asking why MRT would be losing money. If yung kolorum ng mga bus sa EDSA with such limited load, ito kumikita ito. Bakit hindi kumikita? Because there are other, many financial factors there. For example, you amortize the train, you